In this video, we take a look at two of Salford's busiest thoroughfares. Sadly, these are only short clips, but you can gain an idea of how busy Broad Street was and the variety of shops. This video starts at the junction of Chapel Street and Broad Street. We can see Berry's Fashion Shop and the Wheatsheaf Pub, a popular Wilson's house. Also Queen's Park Motors, which relocated to Ford Lane and is still operating. Past John Street with Price's Bakery on one corner and Timson's Shoe Shop on the other. Is there still a Timson's Shoe Shop in Salford? Here's where Gold Street meets Broad Street. It's the Crown Wallpaper Store, which had a large clock outside for the convenience of passerbys. In the background on the left-hand side, you can see the old Pendleton Town Hall, which was demolished in the late 1960s. Also Pendleton Church, which is still standing, thankfully. We now pass Croft Street with Boots the Chemist on one corner. We also see the UCP Tripe Shop. This stood for United Cattle Products, and these shops were spread all over Lancashire. There were some 146 in total. How many people remember the Town Hall pub? Another small Wilson's house with Dirty Dick's junk shop next door to it. Pendleton's post office served most of the local population. I can recall cashing the family allowance book there, for my mother, I hasten to add, which was a lifesaver. She had 5 children. Sadly, the footage ends as we reach Hankinson Street. This is where Hankey Park got its name from. You can see the Court building with its travel agents department. I was amazed to find we had travel agents in the early 1960s. Rill and Blackpool were our furthest destinations. This recent footage of Broad Street is, to be quite honest, pretty dull. Broad Street had rows and rows of shops which sold everything you could require. You had butchers' shops, bakers, shoe shops, clothes shops, pubs galore, churches, toy shops, newsagents, chemists, jewellers, tobacconists. The list is endless. The council must have been picking up a few bob in business rates. Sadly, all this is gone. There's now nothing left to remind us what a bustling shopping thoroughfare we once had, instead of that concrete monstrosity Salford precinct. The camera starts up again as we pass Soddle Bank, showing the large houses on the left which are still standing. We cross over the junction with Langworthy Road onto Earlham's of the Height. Notice the large advertising hoarding on the gable end of the corner house. This is the entrance to Chaseley Road. Very little has changed. The houses are still there today. Sadly, the camera cuts out when we miss the Barfield Bowling Club and the garage. It starts again just before we reach the first row of shops on the height. The fish and chip shop is still there today. Does anybody remember the Dutchy stores, an early supermarket next door to the Co-op store on the corner of Doveleys Road? On the next row of shops we see the old red phone box, which would soon be replaced. There seems to be a lot of advertising hoardings cluttering the pavements outside the shops. These newer type houses are at the junction of Moorfield Road and are still standing. Sadly, the camera stops here before we can see more of Earlham's of the Height. On this new footage, we can see that Bolton Road has been widened. The houses are still there, but trees have been planted on the verges outside. As we cross Langworthy Road, we notice the huge conifers at the gable end of the first house, but little has changed from the original footage. The houses and entrance to Chaseley Road remain unchanged. Everything does look a little bit cleaner though, it has to be said. We see the Barfield Bowling Club and garage, which was missing from the original footage. Again, the houses on view are exactly the same. The row of shops is still there, along with the red pillar box. Also, the chip shop is still operating. However, the Dutchy stores is now Patson's supermarket and the Co-op shop is an estate agent's. As we pass Doveleys Road, we look at the second row of shops. This row seems to consist entirely of fast food shops, with a pizza shop, sandwich shop, a curry house, a kebab house, and finally the punningly titled Walkabout Chinese Takeaway. Is this a sign of the times? Fast food on the go, people too busy to cook a meal? Finally we pass Moorfield Road. The new houses are obviously still there, but a huge subway entrance to cross under Bolton Road now straddles the pavement.